Every day, millions of older adults wake up only to find that their legs feel stiff, tight, or even painfully knotted, sometimes before they've even stepped out of bed. If you've ever experienced that sudden jolt of pain from a leg cramp, you know how much it can undermine your confidence and disrupt your daily activities. Many people in their 70s, 80s, and beyond start to accept leg cramps as an unavoidable part of aging. But here's the truth. While getting older can bring its own challenges, leg cramps do not have to be a daily struggle. In fact, addressing them can be a gateway to greater freedom and comfort in your golden years. You might be wondering why this matters so much. After all, a leg cramp might seem like just a passing annoyance, painful for a minute or two, then gone. Yet these cramps can strike at the most inconvenient times. When you're trying to enjoy a walk around the neighborhood, when you're gardening, or even when you finally lie down to rest. Over time, persistent cramping can lead to a reluctance to be active, which in turn can chip away at your sense of independence. Being able to move comfortably isn't just about muscles and bones. It's about confidence. It's about maintaining the freedom to do the things you love, whether that's traveling, playing with grandchildren, or simply handling everyday tasks without fear of a sudden muscle spasm. The key to addressing leg cramps from a place of strength involves a few practical steps, including gentle exercise and staying properly hydrated. But there's also a powerful nutritional component that often gets overlooked. Imagine if you could fill your plate with foods that directly help nourish and relax your muscles. By choosing the right foods, you give your body the building blocks it needs to stay strong and flexible. That's where we're headed today. We're going to explore 4 nutrient-packed foods, ones that can make a real difference in keeping leg cramps at bay, even well into your 90s. Before we dig into each of these foods, know that everything we're discussing is rooted in widely accepted guidance for senior nutrition, coupled with practical wisdom gleaned from real-life success stories. Of course, it's always wise to consult your healthcare provider if you have special dietary considerations or are on specific medications. But these strategies can be the stepping stones toward greater comfort and confidence. By the end of this conversation, you'll have a clearer picture of how simple dietary changes can bring relief from those nagging leg cramps. You'll also see how each food has a role in supporting muscle function, aiding circulation, and providing long-lasting energy. I'd like to invite you to imagine how good it would feel if, 1 month from now, your legs felt more reliable and strong when you stand up or take that afternoon walk. That sense of trust in your body can transform your day-to-day life in ways you might never have thought possible. So let's embark on this journey together. We'll cover some common misconceptions about leg cramps and aging, dive into 4 foods that are both delicious and beneficial, and talk about how you can incorporate them into your routine. If at any point you feel inspired or have a light bulb moment, feel free to share your thoughts, because your experiences and insights can help someone else who's also looking for answers. Let's begin by challenging some of the beliefs many of us have about leg cramps. We've all heard things like, it's just normal as we age. But is that entirely true? Let's find out by looking at the first nutrient-packed food that could help change your perspective on what's possible. First, consider how most people think leg cramps are purely about muscle fatigue. Yes, tired muscles can spasm more easily, but it's rarely that simple, especially in older adults who might be dealing with medication side effects, changes in hormone levels, or simply not getting certain nutrients in their daily meals. There's a big misconception that it's enough to just drink more water or that a quick stretch will fix the problem. While hydration and stretching certainly help, there's a more targeted approach that zeroes in on specific mineral imbalances. One of the top minerals for preventing muscle cramps is potassium, and one of the most popular, convenient, and affordable sources of potassium is the humble banana. Many seniors think that to get more potassium, you have to rely on supplements or complicated diets. But bananas are widely accessible, they taste great, and they're easy on the digestive system, making them an excellent fit for people who might have certain sensitivities. Anna, who's 78, used to wake up most nights with a tight, searing pain in her calf muscles. She assumed this was just part of being in her late 70s. Her doctor recommended she monitor her electrolyte levels, which led Anna to realize her potassium was on the lower end of the normal range. Instead of immediately turning to a potassium supplement, her healthcare provider suggested she try eating half a banana before bed every night and another half in the morning. Within weeks, Anna noticed she was waking up less often with cramps, and her ability to climb stairs improved noticeably. The truth is, potassium works like a traffic controller for electrical signals in your muscles. When potassium is out of balance in the body, muscles may contract erratically. This is especially critical for older adults because absorption and overall electrolyte balance can shift as the body ages, making it easier to become deficient. Beyond bananas, foods like sweet potatoes and oranges also offer plenty of potassium. But bananas take the spotlight for simplicity and widespread availability. So how can you best incorporate bananas to help with leg cramps? One practical step is to keep them within reach, perhaps on your kitchen counter, so they serve as an easy snack rather than an afterthought. If you're worried about blood sugar spikes, pair banana slices with a source of protein or healthy fat, such as a spoonful of peanut butter or almond butter. This combination helps slow down sugar absorption, making bananas a more stable choice for those keeping an eye on glucose levels. Adding half a banana to your morning oatmeal or blending it into a smoothie with spinach and Greek yogurt offers an easy, versatile routine. Embracing potassium from natural sources can lead to a soothing effect on your muscles, which in turn can restore your confidence to move without worry. The emotional side of this is equally important. When you trust your legs, you're more inclined to go out for a walk, to say yes to social invitations, and to stay active overall. That sense of autonomy and participation in life's little joys is what truly matters. It's a reminder that progress is always possible. Now, if you're wondering whether you need a banana every day or just every now and then, consider starting small. Maybe aim for a half banana a few times a week and see how your body responds. Everyone's needs differ, so tune in to how you feel. And of course, if you're on medications that affect potassium levels, like certain blood pressure meds, check in with your healthcare provider. Before we move on to the next food, I'd love to hear your experiences. Have you noticed any connection between bananas and leg cramp relief? Feel free to share your story, because you never know who you might help with a simple comment. Together, we can create a community of support that makes a real difference. Another common assumption among older adults is that it's all about calcium when it comes to muscle health. While calcium is indeed vital, magnesium often gets overlooked, and it plays a crucial role in muscle relaxation. A deficiency in magnesium can show up in many ways, including leg cramps. There's a widespread myth that only people with certain conditions should worry about magnesium. But the truth is, many seniors don't get enough of it through their regular diet. Green, leafy vegetables like spinach are a powerful source of magnesium, and they happen to offer an array of other nutrients beneficial for muscle function and general well-being. John, who turned 82 this year, found that as he got older, he struggled with cramps in his calves during his daily walks. He initially assumed that because he took a calcium supplement, his muscles would be fine. Yet the leg cramps persisted. When he spoke with a nutritionist, he discovered that while his calcium levels were good, his magnesium intake was low. John started adding fresh spinach into his lunches, something as simple as a spinach salad with sliced cucumbers, tomatoes, and a drizzle of olive oil. Within a few weeks, John reported fewer cramps and better overall energy. He also began feeling more confident taking his morning stroll around the block, knowing that his legs wouldn't rebel halfway through. Magnesium works to regulate nerve signals and muscle contractions, operating somewhat like a brake system. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can be overly excited, leading to those sudden, painful cramps. Seniors are at higher risk for deficiency due to changes in digestive efficiency and certain medications that can deplete magnesium levels. Spinach stands out because, along with magnesium, it also contains vitamins A and C, plus iron and fiber to support healthy digestion. Those extra nutrients support overall vitality, which is crucial for anyone aiming to stay active. If you're not a fan of raw spinach, you can sneak it into a variety of meals. Think of adding a handful to soups or stews. It wilts quickly and blends in easily. You can also incorporate spinach into an omelet for breakfast or blend it into a smoothie for a refreshing afternoon snack. For anyone who wants to limit sodium, a spinach salad with a homemade vinaigrette is a tasty way to reduce the added salt and ramp up the minerals. A simple combination of olive oil, vinegar, and herbs can bring out spinach's earthy flavor. Emotionally, getting enough magnesium can be a game changer. It's not just about preventing cramps, it's about making you feel more at ease in your own body. When your muscles are less prone to sudden spasms, you can walk, stretch, and even dance without the nagging fear of discomfort. That sense of comfort can be invigorating. It can inspire you to set new goals, like walking a little farther each week or tackling a gentle yoga class. This feeling that your body can handle what you ask of it can be incredibly empowering at any stage of life. Now, you might wonder if you can just opt for a magnesium supplement instead. Supplements can be helpful if you're truly deficient, but real whole foods like spinach come packaged with additional nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants that work together. That synergy is something a pill alone can't fully match. Of course, if you're considering any new supplement, it's always wise to discuss it with your healthcare provider, particularly if you have kidney issues or other medical concerns. But giving spinach a regular place on your plate is a simple, natural approach that can pay off in reduced muscle tension and a boost in your overall health. Before we move on to our next food, let's do a quick check-in. Have you tried adding spinach to your meals? And have you noticed any improvements in muscle comfort or general energy? Or if you're not a big fan of spinach, what other magnesium-rich foods have you found helpful? It's amazing how small changes can have big effects. Your ideas might inspire someone else who's looking to make a shift in their diet. Feel free to share. We're all learning from each other. We've talked about potassium and magnesium, but there's another critical mineral in the mix, calcium. Most people associate calcium with bone health, which is indeed important. But calcium also plays a direct role in muscle function and contraction. The misconception many seniors hold is that they must rely solely on dairy products like milk to get enough calcium. While milk and cheese can certainly be part of the picture, Greek yogurt is often overlooked. It provides not only calcium, but also high-quality protein, both of which can assist in warding off leg cramps by supporting muscle health and function. Consider Teresa, age 74, who found that her ability to do simple tasks, like getting in and out of the car, became more difficult after she started experiencing frequent cramps in her thighs. She tried stretching and drinking more water, but the cramps persisted. Then a dietitian suggested she include more protein and calcium in her routine. Teresa began eating a small cup of Greek yogurt, topped with berries for breakfast each day. Within a few weeks, she noticed less tension and fewer cramps. The difference was so noticeable that she felt motivated to start a light exercise program at her local senior center. Why does Greek yogurt stand out? First, it tends to have more protein per serving than regular yogurt. Protein is essential because our muscles need amino acids for repair and maintenance. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing protein, so increasing high-quality sources is a simple way to support muscle integrity. Second, Greek yogurt contains calcium, which works in tandem with magnesium and potassium. Think of these minerals as teammates in a relay race. When one is missing, the entire process slows down or goes off track. Additionally, Greek yogurt offers probiotics, which can aid in gut health. A healthy digestive system can improve nutrient absorption, ensuring you're actually taking in the vitamins and minerals you consume. This is especially important for older adults who might have compromised digestion. Plus, its creamy texture and mild flavor make it a convenient base for fruit, granola, or even savory dishes like cucumber dill dip. In terms of practical implementation, you might try substituting Greek yogurt for sour cream in recipes, or enjoy it as a snack with nuts. If you're watching your sugar intake, opt for plain, unsweetened yogurt and add your own natural sweeteners like fresh fruit or a drizzle of honey. This way you control exactly how much sugar you're getting. To boost its cramp-fighting potential, combine Greek yogurt with banana slices or spinach in a smoothie, giving you a powerful, nutrient-dense meal in a single glass. Beyond the physical perks, there's a significant mental and emotional benefit to improving your diet with foods like Greek yogurt. When leg cramps become less frequent, you can start each day with greater confidence. This might mean volunteering more, traveling with less worry, or simply enjoying a more active social life. The knowledge that you are fueling your muscles properly can rekindle a sense of control over your health, reinforcing the idea that you are never too old to make choices that nourish your body and spirit. Some people do worry about the lactose content in Greek yogurt. While Greek yogurt typically has less lactose than regular yogurt, it can still cause discomfort if you're very sensitive or have lactose intolerance. In that case, check if lactose-free options are available or consult your healthcare provider about alternatives that still provide ample protein and calcium, such as certain types of cheese or fortified plant-based yogurts. Before we discuss the final food on our list, consider taking a moment to reflect on your current calcium and protein sources. Do you typically reach for the same foods out of habit? Is there a creative way to incorporate Greek yogurt into a meal you already enjoy? Sometimes a small modification can spark a big change. Feel free to share your approach. Your ideas might be the practical tips someone else has been seeking. Often, when we talk about preventing muscle cramps, the conversation revolves around minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium. But healthy fats can also make a major contribution to muscle comfort and overall vitality. Many people assume that once you hit your 60s, you should avoid fats altogether. Yet not all fats are created equal. Avocados, for instance, are a nutrient-dense source of beneficial fats, along with potassium and other vitamins. This silky green fruit can serve as an all-in-one powerhouse to help keep your muscles limber and your energy steady. Lewis, who just turned 88, used to believe that eating any kind of fat would sabotage his heart health and weight management efforts. After dealing with leg cramps that struck mostly in the evening, he decided to consult a nutrition specialist. He was surprised to learn that foods like avocado, salmon, and nuts can actually support better cardiovascular health and muscle function when eaten in moderation. Lewis began slicing half an avocado onto his morning toast, sometimes topping it with a sprinkle of salt and a squeeze of lemon. His nighttime cramps gradually diminished, and he even noticed that his joints felt less stiff after a few weeks of this routine. What makes avocados so special? For one thing, they're high in monounsaturated fats, often referred to as good fats, because they can help maintain healthy cholesterol levels and aid in nutrient absorption. Avocados also provide a respectable dose of potassium, which, as we discussed, is crucial for muscle relaxation and preventing cramps. Incorporating a moderate portion of avocado into your diet can also help keep you feeling satisfied, which reduces the urge to snack on less nutritious foods. That's especially helpful for anyone looking to manage weight or maintain steady energy levels throughout the day. If you're new to avocados, you might start by adding just a couple of slices to a salad or sandwich. You can mash it up with a dash of olive oil, salt, and pepper to create a quick spread that's creamier and far healthier than many butter alternatives. Some folks enjoy adding avocado to smoothies for a rich, velvety texture without needing dairy. And don't forget about guacamole. Just watch the salt levels if you're monitoring your sodium intake. The point is, avocados are remarkably versatile, so it often just comes down to being open to experimenting with them. On the emotional side, discovering a food like avocado that supports muscle health while being indulgently creamy can feel like a treat, not a chore. When you learn that certain fats actually protect your health rather than harm it, you gain a sense of liberation. This sense of liberation can prompt you to explore other ways to enrich your diet. Perhaps you'll decide to try a new recipe each week or visit a local farmer's market to find fresh produce. This kind of curiosity can breathe new life into daily routines, strengthening your connection not only to food, but also to an active and fulfilling lifestyle. That said, it's possible to overdo it with avocados, especially if you're on a strict calorie budget or have other dietary concerns. Moderation is key. Aim for around a quarter to half an avocado a few times a week, and pay attention to how your body responds. If you notice improvements in muscle comfort and overall energy, you'll know you're on the right track. And as always, consult your healthcare professional if you have special considerations like kidney disease or specific medication interactions. Now that we've explored our 4 nutrient-packed foods, bananas, spinach, Greek yogurt, and avocados, you might be noticing that each of these offers more than just one beneficial nutrient. They work together to replenish the minerals and other compounds essential for calming those overworked or stressed leg muscles. It's not about eating one magical food. It's about creating a balanced approach that fits your taste preferences, your budget, and your lifestyle. By choosing even 1 or 2 of these foods more often, you can set yourself on a path to experiencing fewer cramps and greater ease in daily activities. We've covered a lot of ground, looking at how specific nutrients support muscle function, and more importantly, how each of these foods can enhance your confidence by reducing the worry of sudden cramps. The question now is, where do you go from here? Think about how you can integrate at least one of these foods into your daily or weekly routine, and consider sharing what you learn with a friend or family member who might also benefit. It's easy to forget that the smallest shifts, like adding a half banana to your breakfast or swapping butter for avocado on your toast, can lead to significant positive changes over time. Perhaps the greatest takeaway here is that you hold the power to shape your health outcomes by making mindful, intentional choices. It's not about perfection, it's about tapping into your body's natural capacity to heal and adapt, even in your 70s, 80s, or 90s. By focusing on foods that deliver key nutrients, you not only address leg cramps head-on, but also lay the groundwork for better overall wellness. You open the door to days that are less about limitations and more about possibilities. When you adopt these dietary upgrades, you might start to notice small victories, such as being able to stand up from a chair more comfortably or walking a bit farther without that nagging tension in your calves. Each small victory is a reminder of your resilience and capacity for growth. This sense of empowerment can motivate you to keep exploring new ways to strengthen your body, whether that's trying a chair yoga class, going for a gentle swim, or simply enjoying your daily errands without the looming fear of an unexpected cramp. If you feel ready to take the next step, here are a few options. You could begin by choosing one nutrient-rich food to incorporate this week, maybe a banana or a cup of spinach, and track how you feel. Or if you're eager for a deeper dive, you could make a simple meal plan, penciling in at least 2 or 3 meals that include the foods we've discussed. Finally, if you want to help others along the way, share these insights with a friend who may also be coping with muscle cramps, or suggest having a healthy potluck where everyone brings a dish highlighting one of these ingredients. Life is precious and every day counts. When you're not sidelined by muscle cramps, you can embrace each day more fully, taking those spontaneous walks, joining social gatherings, or planning that trip you've been putting off. Making these small nutritional changes is a way of honoring yourself and the life you still have yet to live. You have the wisdom of years behind you, and now you have a few new tools to move forward with even greater confidence. So here's to the next chapter of your journey, a chapter defined by vitality, self-assurance, and the simple joys of moving freely. Keep tuning into your body, keep asking questions, and keep believing in your ability to enjoy the life you deserve. You have everything it takes to make the most of these golden years. And remember, every cramp-free step forward is a testament to the power you hold to nurture your well-being at any age. Now, if you found this helpful, you can start by picking just one food and making it a regular part of your routine. If that feels good, try adding the others over time. Or if you're feeling extra inspired, you might share this information with someone who could benefit, because you never know whose life you might change with a simple conversation. Here's wishing you strong legs, steady balance, and all the confidence in the world as you move into this exciting new phase of health and wellness.